your nutrition plan. Trust me, the reason I said just that, why it's the most knowledgeable and most important nutrition video you've ever watched in your life, and why I can say that with confidence, is because no nutrition plan, no diet, keto, whatever, no food will matter. Nothing can get you to lose fat or build muscle if it isn't personalized. We all have different body types. We all have different metabolism, heights, goals, lifestyles, habits in terms of like sleeping, whatever it is, activity. It has to be personalized. And I find it amazing, like mind-boggling to me on how many people can say this diet will work, or these foods will make you lose fat if you don't start with personalizing your daily calories and protein. And I would love to show you guys the website that I use for it, but I don't think I can do that in terms of like the legal stuff with the app. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna write it right down here, what you have to search on Google. It's literally called let's do this, reverse. Imagine I have to make it a little bit pretty here. Reverse Harris-Benedict equation. That sounds so fancy and it's not some physics scary thing. You can even just search Harris-Benedict equation for calories even on Google or whatever, and it will pop up a calculator where you just write your age, your height, your body type, questions and activity levels, and then it can calculate for you. But I'll even show you personally just how to do it here. So this is not something difficult. It's very simple actually. We're just going to calculate your calories, which is towards you, what you need to be eating every day, and the protein with that. So we have to calculate towards your basic metabolic rate. So how do we calculate that? We have to go for your BMR. For you're a man, obviously, right? So you just take 88, this is just a formula, 88 plus 13.4 times your weight in kilos. If you're calculating LBS, there's a different metric there, which you can find here, or I would just convert your weight in LBS to kilos. Again, it can be done on Google very simply, or in a very simple manner. So you do 88 plus 13.4 times your weight in kilos, you get a number, plus 4.8 times your height in centimeters, and then minus 5.7 times your age. And I'm going to show this in numbers. This is very easy. And then you're going to get your BMR. You're going to get a number. Take your number and then multiply it with 1.375, which is the average activity rate. So what I mean by that is, in this calculator is going to ask you if you work out every single day, if you're very active, like athlete level, or if you sit a lot, then this might be even lower. But it's very simple. This is mostly the most personalized approach you can do. So I'm just going to show you. If you weigh 187 or 85, you take 88 again, plus 13.4 times 85, which is the weight, plus 4.8 times the height. So let's say it's 185. Minus 5.7, let's say it's 30. We now get a BMR of 1950. And then very simple, you just take that 1950 BMR times this. Then we get 2,700. So I'm just going to say, I'm going to say y is a little bit wrong. It should be just 1950 times this, but then we get 2,700 for maintenance calories. Right, so you take this BMR times it with activity level, then you get the calories which are your maintenance, which means if you eat that, you'll not lose fat, and you'll not specifically build muscle, right? Or you won't gain weight, let's put it like that. If you want to lose fat, then you just minus 500 to create a calorie deficit, which means you're now at 2,200. If you want to lean bulk, you just plus 200, and then it's 2,900. So it's very simple. You do this way of calculating it. It's very simple. It's not hard or anything. You can even get a website calculator to do it for you. And then you minus 500 if you want to lose fat, or you plus 200 if you want to lean bulk. All right. For you guys who want even more specific knowledge on what a lean bulk is a way of bulking or gaining weight without gaining fat. It's a very like slight calorie surplus, so you're going to use those extra calories to build muscle. You want to put as least or as little fat as possible. So when people add 500 calories, that's going to be a dirty bulk. We want to keep it very lean, so we only add 200. For fat loss, you can even take minus 300 in the beginning, then you can take minus 400 or minus 500, like let's say a couple of weeks down the road. Like this might be aggressive, but again, it depends on you, right? So I would just take minus 500. That should be a very good calorie deficit, all right? So be specific with this calculator. In terms of protein, this is around 2 grams, or I would say 1.5 to 2 grams per kilo. So someone who weighs 85 kilos or 187 is the exact same. You take 0.9 if it's LBS, or 2 kilos for, or 2 grams, sorry, if it's kilos, and it becomes the same, right? So you can use these metrics as well. You just multiply your weight with either 0.9 if you're an LBS or 2 grams if you're in kilos. So every 187 pound or 85 kilo man should get at least around 170. There's nothing wrong with getting more, but this is at least. And I like getting even more, as the quality of your protein may vary, right? So easy an additional 10 gram I like to secure the high protein aspect, quality amino acids, because I'm not always a big fan of just different types of food. Like if you eat out, sometimes you don't know the quality of the protein you'll be getting. Same with protein powder. Protein powder is good, nothing bad with it. I'm just saying that food always is better, right? So, and that's really it. Now, this is just 2 very good examples. If you weigh 85 kilos or 187, if you want to lose fat, it's 2,200 calories and 100 to 180 grams of protein. If you want to lean bulk, 2,900 calories, 170 or 180 grams. Normally, if you want to lose fat, you might even want to up those numbers. But again, it's something you have to personalize towards the activity and the way you train. And the final thing then, for you to really personalize your fitness approach, because now you have numbers that are scientifically proven to make you either build muscle or lose fat. You should start tracking with MyFitnessPal, and you should start tracking with a weight scale. These things, you're not going to do it for the rest of your life, but promise me, one of the best tips I could give you in the first 90 days here with this app is using MyFitnessPal is going to teach you things and give you a perspective on food and calories that you've never gotten before. The same with a weight scale. You should just start using weight scale, weighing a little bit of chicken and rice, or just as an example, and you start getting a better perspective so you can later on in the future eyeball meals. So when I go eat out, or when I'm on vacation or whatever, or even now these days, I eyeball meals. I say, that's around 100 grams of rice. That's definitely around 300 grams of chicken. That sauce is at least 200 calories because I know butter was in there, right? That's how I do it. But you would never be able to do that accurately if you haven't been able to use MyFitnessPal and a weight scale in the past. I even still use the weight scale because I love just being on point with my nutrition because it gives me faster and better results than anything. All right? So very important, these last 2. Now, you probably want to understand, don't mind me of this. This is just for previous things when the app wasn't live. I want you to understand this. We do also have a tracking metric that's coming in the app very, very soon. When we are launching this fitness app, guys, you have to understand that we haven't been able to integrate MyFitnessPal, like the service it provides, in the app as specifically. We still have a lot of good stuff in here though. You can still put in chicken. You can literally put on almost every single food in here, but it's not as fancy as MyFitnessPal. So I would rather just use MyFitnessPal with the calories and protein goals you've got. And this is a very good feature, but later on, very, very soon, in just a couple of months, we will be basically integrating MyFitnessPal track